my face.
Welcome to Derry Episode 7 Breakdown and Ending Explained. Episode 7 of it, Welcome to Derry, titled The Black Spot, delivers one of the series' darkest, most emotionally brutal hours yet. Blending tragic history, cosmic horror, and character-driven devastation, this chapter pushes the story to its most terrifying point so far. The episode not only reveals the origins of Pennywise the Dancing Clown, but also unleashes the full, unfiltered power of the Deadlights, setting the stage for a catastrophic finale. This breakdown explores everything Episode 7 reveals: Pennywise's past, the massacre at the Black Spot, Ingrid's tragic transformation, the US military's foolish interference, and the chilling final moments where Pennywise targets Will Hanlon. By the end, we'll also explain exactly what the Deadlights are, what they do, and what Will Hanlon's fate may be as the series nears its conclusion.
That's a strange thing for a young man to say.
The tragic origin of Pennywise the Dancing Clown. Episode 7 opens with an unexpected and deeply unsettling flashback to 1908, long before the events at the Black Spot. Here we meet the original Pennywise, not the cosmic monstrosity viewers know, but a human clown, Pennywise, played in flashback by Bill Skarsgård himself. Unlike the terrifying entity he will become associated with, this Pennywise is a sorrowful, broken performer whose entire comedy routine revolves around mourning his deceased wife. The local children laugh at him, not because he is funny, but because they find his pain absurd. Only his daughter, Ingrid, sees the happiness his act seems to bring, unaware that it's at her father's emotional expense. Yet it's precisely that ability, to attract children emotionally and draw them in, that makes Periwinkle irresistible to it, the ancient cosmic predator lurking beneath Derry. This scene reframes everything we've known about Pennywise. The clown persona didn't originate with the monster. Instead, it adopted the clown because it saw how effortlessly children gravitated toward him and how their emotions, especially fear and pity, could be manipulated. What begins as a human tragedy becomes a cosmic one, with Periwinkle's legacy forever devoured and repurposed by a hungry entity of unimaginable malice.
Oh, I think they see you too!
The Black Spot Inferno, Carnage Unleashed. The bulk of Episode 7 centers on the infamous Black Spot Massacre, a historical event from Stephen King's novel long referenced, but never depicted with such visceral detail. Here, the show dramatizes one of the most horrifying moments in Derry's past, a racially motivated attack on a bar beloved by the town's black community, including Hank Grogan and his friends. Pennywise appears in his full monstrous clown form, feeding gleefully on the chaos. The fire, the panic, the hatred, it all energizes him. The massacre becomes a feeding ground, and Pennywise is not just present, he's savoring the carnage. But the true emotional core of this chapter lies in the confrontation between Pennywise and adult Ingrid, now played by Madeleine Stowe. Her descent into obsession, guilt, and manipulation reaches its final breaking point.
Come to Papa.
Ingrid Kirsch's devastating betrayal. In one of the most shocking twists in the show so far, Ingrid reveals that she intentionally betrayed her lover Hank by tipping off racist police chief Clint Bowers. Her motive? To create enough fear, pain, and chaos that Pennywise, the version of her father she believes still exists somewhere, would return. Ingrid's actions stem from decades of denial and twisted hope. She cannot accept that the creature wearing her father's face is not him. When she finally confronts Pennywise as Periwinkle, she pleads with him, begs him, tries to reach the memory of the man she lost. But the truth hits her in the most literal way possible. Pennywise hits Ingrid with the Deadlights, obliterating her mind and leaving her in a near comatose state. This sequence not only destroys Ingrid emotionally, it physically rewires her. Later, when her head snaps toward the children in a moment of eerie recognition, it becomes clear. Ingrid is no longer simply a victim, she is now a tool of it. The finale will almost certainly use her in a horrifying way. The US military awakens the monster. Just when it seems the episode has reached peak intensity, Episode 7 unveils a plotline that expands the story's scope dramatically. the United States military has discovered Pennywise's hibernation chamber. General Francis Shaw believes that the key to controlling the population is not stability, but fear. In a monumental act of arrogance and ignorance, the military breaks one of the pillars keeping it dormant. Will Hanlon tries desperately to stop them, knowing the consequences, but he fails. Pennywise awakens again, angrier and more powerful than ever. This moment reframes the creature's mythology in a frightening way. It doesn't just emerge on a cosmic cycle. Human stupidity can trigger its return prematurely.
I can't hear you!
I'm done being scared!
I can't hear you! What?
The ending. Pennywise hunts Will Hanlon. The final moments of episode 7 are among the most disturbing in the series. As Pennywise returns to full strength, painted in indigenous war markings, a cruel, mocking gesture, he sets his sights on young Will Hanlon. Will is historically important. Fans know he grows up to become the father of Mike Hanlon, one of the Losers Club's most pivotal characters. Whether the show plans to follow the book canon or alter it is unclear, but these closing moments suggest Will's fate may be far more tragic than previously thought. Pennywise pounces on Will and unleashes the Deadlights, the same soul-devouring power that incapacitated Ingrid. And that brings us to the question at the heart of this episode.
To Papa.
What are the Deadlights? Throughout Stephen King's multiverse, the Deadlights represent something far beyond simple supernatural energy. They are the true form of Ida cosmic, timeless intelligence beyond human comprehension, a soul-devouring force connected to the Crimson Kingo weapon capable of breaking minds, bodies, and reality itself. The clown is a disguise. The spider form is a projection. The voice, the laughter, the tricks, these are skins worn by something infinitely older, enormous, and cruel. The Deadlights are the core. When a person looks into the Deadlights, several things can happen. Catatonia infinitui memory, erasure, complete psychological domination, transformation into a servant of it. We've seen this across King's canon. Henry Bowers becomes a loyal puppet, Audra Denbrough becomes catatonic, Beverly Marsh falls into their grasp, but his saved Richie Tozier is overwhelmed until Eddie intervenes. In the case of Ingrid and Will, the results may be different, but equally devastating. What did Pennywise do to Ingrid? Ingrid's head snap in the hospital confirms she's not just unconscious, she's linked to Pennywise. He can access her mind, use her body, and possibly control her as a vessel. Expect the finale to show Ingrid acting under Pennywise's will, possibly targeting the children or drawing other characters into danger. What will happen to Will Hanlon? Will he survive? This is the biggest question episode 7 leaves hanging. We know several things. 1. In the book, Will grows up to be a stable, grounded father. He runs a farm, raises Mike well, and although Derry affects him, he survives. 2. In the movies, Will dies in a fire, and Mike is raised by his grandfather instead. 3. The show is already diverging from both versions. This means the writers have freedom to change Will's fate, and the Deadlights attack suggests they might. There are several possibilities. Will survives but is mentally changed, creating the animosity Leroy mentions in the film's. Will becomes a pawn of Pennywise, influencing events in Derry long after the black spot. Will dies, fitting the film continuity. Why Will partially recovers, but retains a lifelong connection to Pennywise. The series could take any of these routes. However, the deliberate focus on Will at the episode's end signals that whatever happens, his fate will be central to the finale and the future of the Hanlon family line. Final thoughts. A devastating setup for the finale. Episode 7 is arguably the most ambitious chapter of it. Welcome to Derry yet. It balances cosmic origin story, historical tragedy, family betrayal, psychological horror, political manipulation, and a cliffhanger that redefines the Hanlon legacy. With Pennywise fully powered, the Deadlights active, and several characters mentally or physically compromised, the finale is poised to be a catastrophic unraveling of Derry's past and the birth of the cycle that will eventually lead to the Losers Club. Everything now hangs on what the Deadlights have done to Ingrid, to Will, and to Derry itself. The episode answers many questions, but the biggest one remains. Who will make it out of Pennywise's return alive? And the Deadlights are waiting.
Stop it! Shut up! Shut up! Stop it!